Okay, welcome everybody to the meeting today. I want to thank everybody for showing up. First, I'm going to go through the agenda for today. The welcome we just had, establishing the agenda. So first, any announcements? No, no, and then go to the meeting objectives. So first, we're going to talk about our products, discuss which product is the most innovative, and choose a location for the award ceremony of the most innovative product. And then any other business questions and the conclusion. Yes, now let's just start. I want to give Rick the first word.
My product is a CT scan that can detect cancer on this moment, but it has the potential to detect other things like bone fractures or other applications that the CT scan can do at the moment. This technology is very useful because 1.7 million people die of lung cancer every year. So it can do a lot for society. And the CT scan works with an algorithm that that detects the cancer, and it's in combination with each other. So you don't need a radiologist anymore, and that's my product.
All right, thank you. Musa, if you're ready, you want to hear your product.
My product is Microsoft Word, developing a new software for Word to improve writing. Words help us with writing by suggest grammar and punctuation fixes. This program will help students as well for writing easy. It will also improve the language proficiency of the students. The product is based on the criteria originality and creativity. It's useful for society and it have market potential. Yes, and it can be used as a student. It's make the report professional and qualitative. That's my.
Now we go to my product. My product is an MIT headset that can turn your thoughts into actions. You can connect it to your phone, for example, and if you think of a sentence, it will write down the sentence for you without you touching any buttons or saying anything. You just have to think it, and it will turn on your screen. You can connect to your television. If you want to change the channels, change the volume, you can do it just thinking. Volume up, volume down, channel 15, channel 1. It will go to that channel, will go to that volume. It is really original. There's no other product like it on the market. It's a headset that can read your mind. You won't find a second product like that. It's really useful for daily use because every day you watch television, every day you use your phone, every day you or texting or googling something, and you can just use that for your everyday use. It's also very useful for people who are disabled, who can't use their arms or cannot walk. They can just use the headset if they want to change television or use their phone. They can just use the headset, they can think of it, and it will do it automatically. Market potential, yeah. I think everybody's interested in a headset that can read your mind. I think everybody would buy it. I think that everybody is interested into trying that product. So I think the market potential is huge. And yeah, state-of-the-art technology. Like I said, it reads your mind. I think it's really next level in technology. It's really a stepping stone for what's to come in the future. And that's my product. And now I want to give the turn to Leon if he's ready. Tell
Okay.
his product.
My product is the self-landing rocket by Tesla. Well, self-landing, they can make the rocket land. It's pretty original. People,
it's original, but not really. People have already thought of it before, but they've never been able to do it. That's why it's state-of-the-art technology. It's also like space travel right now is really expensive because rockets are a one-time use only. So with this landing rocket, sustainability just goes up like way higher because space travel will be cheaper and less valuable resources have to be used.
All right, now we are going to discuss which product is the most innovative and which product meets the criteria the best. We're going through every criteria, and I will we use a point system. I give a point which product fits criteria, and then the product with the most criteria wins. I think it's very simple like that. Let's go to the first criteria, originality. I'd like to hear from you what you think is the most original product name today. Also, if you want to start, what do you think is the most original product today?
The most original. I think your product is a very original and creative because it's a product that's it's one of a kind. It's a next level product.
Have you ever heard of that product before?
No.
Or a product similar to that?
Well, I haven't. Well, there of course you can have like the Google Home where you just talk and then it also does your actions. So I guess for all of us, like the CT scan has already existed. Grammar control, but maybe not to the level with AI, also existed. Rockets have also existed, not that can land, but at the same time it's still a rocket, but it can just land, which is kind of creative, kind of original, but people have thought of it, so it's not that creative. And also, I do think like the headset is probably the most creative of all.
Yeah, because from all the products, I haven't heard because they all
Something old.
Yeah, it's just an improvement of something that already exists, and this is something that goes beyond everything's all on the market.
For you, it's like the least like thing that has already existed.
Yeah.
You know, it's the most creative and the least already done.
And it
Sure.
has never done before something like this.
No. I looked up and there's nothing remotely like this right now on the market or done like this. Yeah, like you said, the Google Home thing, but it's just something that listens to you. You
Yes.
suddenly have to speak it. This is something that reaches your mind. It's totally
it's
different
different,
level.
but it's just kind of the same. Just like rockets and self-landing or landing rockets are the same, but at the same, I do think yours is the most creative.
But I think that's my product that I have the biggest group of people that can use my product, and the amount of people is an important thing on important criteria. I think that's Safekins and Lex products are very original and creative, but I think that my product can have a big impact and helping more people.
So you think that your product of a grammar control is more useful than something that can help disabled people or people who have cancer?
Because I think as well, because we're talking about the AI part of the grammar control here, so there's already kind of a spelling control in Word. So I think it's useful, it reaches a lot of people, but the impact the actual innovation has is not that big because it already kind of exists.
Like I'm not agreeing with him that his product is more useful, but I can tell from personal experience. I failed a class because of grammar. I had my spelling check done. All the spelling mistakes I removed from my report, but I failed on the grammar. So I have a little bit of personal bias for your product.
Yeah,
because I can see how it's useful for more people like us.
I guess there is already spelling control, but it's not very good.
Current spelling control is not very good, dus I think that's my product ook have market potential.
More potential. Yeah.
Yeah, I guess that's true. Yeah.
Yeah, but mine has also market potential, but for now it has not a lot of market potential.
Yeah, but again, we're looking at products how they are right now.
Yeah, but I'm looking at the future just like Leon does, and I don't know if yours is still available right now or is available.
They're still in production.
Okay.
With some-
So, but I think that technology is ready and like,
Yeah, they tested it. It's ready. They have a prototype. It's just not on the market.
so it's not,
Not,
really.
not in the stores, but they tested. They've proven that it works.
But we're talking about potential here
Yeah.
too. So it doesn't.
Yeah, market
really,
potential. True.
Really have to be there. So I think yours probably has like a really good market potential. But then again, you don't really need to buy it because it already comes with Word.
Yeah.
Well,
But
you need to
have
buy
to buy
Word.
You have to buy Word.
Yeah.
But will more people buy Word because of it?
Yeah. Yeah, mine is not ready for widespread yet because it's not done. It cannot give 100% accuracy rate.
But do you think when it's done, when it's ready, it will have a huge impact on the market?
Yes, I think it has a huge impact on the market.
But who will buy it?
What?
Who will buy it?
A hospital.
Hospitals.
They will.
Would a hospital get a new CT scan or just wait until their current one is done and then buy it?
Yes, I think so.
So it will take a long time. So I don't think it will directly have like a huge market potential.
No, not at the moment that it comes out because you have to fire all your radiologists. Maybe they have a contract that works, and they're very expensive to buy off.
But if you have to fire people to buy it, when you buy it, it evens out.
Yeah, it
Firing people also costs money.
Yeah, but you don't have to pay them anymore. So
It
your
reduces
cost
costs.
goes down, and then you buy it.
But you can't just fire people though. You need to actually pay them money if you want to fire them
Yes.
if they have like a long contract.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
So
Do you think that your products are more? Does your product have more market potential than the product for me?
No, I don't think so. Because how many hospitals do you actually have in a city? There are like 2, and how much people use Word like that?
Millions.
Millions.
But it's
millions.
like I think a lot more people will buy Word than to buy a CT scan.
Yeah.
I don't think
Yeah.
everybody
Yeah.
needs a CT scan at
Yeah.
home.
Yeah, and you don't need it daily. on
It's
a
also
daily
the same
basis.
with my rocket. I don't think anybody will have a rocket in their back garden. So
I think how many countries have a space station, and how many space stations do they have?
I think Europe has one, China, Russia, America,
India, I think.
India maybe.
I think.
Yeah, and I think that's about it. Well, it's not only because of that, because it's actually like how many countries want the satellite though. Because that I think that's what we're mainly looking. You can't sell the rocket themselves because it's like owned by a company.
It's just
So
technology.
there's not really market potential, but definitely you could market like the rocket itself, like or the use of the rocket.
Do you know if they trademark that idea? That China can not just build their own self-running rocket?
I don't think they can. But I think that's the difference. I don't think they can because they don't have the state-of-the-art
Or
technology.
are they legally allowed? Do you know that if they trademark
I
it?
don't know. I don't think they can. So that's like, this is the first company to do it, and it's also government funded. Well, space is not government funded,
Yeah.
but like China has to be. So it will cost them a lot of money to do so. That's why I think mine, like the market potential is there, but it's not as massive as Word, for example.
Yeah.
And I don't think like as much as you. Because if yours gets like affordable, it will also have a huge market.
I don't know the price. The article didn't say. I could also not find it online. So yeah, if it's really expensive, then the market
It
potential
will
go.
most
Yeah.
likely be really expensive. That's why I
Yeah.
think Mustafa's product is definitely the most. That's the most market.
For
But
the
did they
amount.
mention any
Best
prices
seller.
at your articles?
Mine didn't.
Mine didn't either.
Well, because it's so.
But yours is hard to
It's like it will cost less, but it's like
because
it will just cost a lot of money to get a rocket into space.
Because mine is just a product they can, in the future, can buy in the store. So it's easy to put a price tag on that. But yours is more about the amount of money you save by using that.
Yes, yeah,
You were mentioning state-of-the-art technology,
Yeah.
that China couldn't copy it.
yes.
I think of technology that yours stands out the most because I have no idea about how hard it is to put a rocket into space,
And then
lesson
land it again.
land it again.
And then you see how many times they failed and how long it took them to actually do it. It's like pretty state of the art technology, but I also think I don't think yours is really. It's really good. It's kind of state of the art technology, but it's
an AI.
it's
Yeah,
it's
but
already
AI
good.
is also yours.
Yeah.
It also needs intelligence to.
Well, but that's
well,
like
There are
I
different
think
levels.
this is more.
Yeah.
I think his is more self-learning, so it analyzes people's sentences.
The most common mistakes.
and then the most common mistakes, fixes them, like how people do it the most often, like how they most often write that sentence. If they see it's not written like that, they'll just be like, that's wrong.
Just use an algorithm. Right.
I agree with Setsky, and I think products of Leon is as we see it with really state of the art technology. I think the product from Leon is the best.
Yeah, I have
Yeah.
to agree with that.
I kind of agree. I think yours are the best with state of the art technology because it's both. It's something different, and I can't really choose between them.
Yeah, it's hard, but if you ask me, I would say yes.
I guess we came to the conclusion that mine is the best state
I
of
think
the
if
art.
I have a vote, we will vote later on the criteria.
Oh yeah, we'll judge the products later.
We have one criteria left, and that's sustainability. We can now just vote on each criteria, which product is the more meets criteria the best, and then we will add on the points, and we will see which product is the most innovative.
Okay.
And we'll just go down the list again. Originality.
What do we vote for?
Just so, who thinks that Rick's product is the most original?
I don't think so.
No?
Sorry, sorry for myself.
Mustafa's product.
No.
Alright.
I think
it's
it's
yours.
yours.
Between yours.
Usefulness for society. I think Mustafa's one definitely wins. It has the most impact on like most people. So I think that wins.
We'll just go down the votes and let's see if that's true. Rick, what do you think of usefulness of society?
I'll
Which
vote-
product were you voting for?
I'll vote for my own.
For your own?
Yes, I vote for my own.
Mustafa,
Yes.
which one do you think is the most useful for
Uh,
society?
I-
After our discussion.
I vote ook for my own product.
I don't agree with either of you. I think my product is the most useful just because it can help disabled people. If you can use it every day. I think mine is most useful. So I'm voting for my own.
I think Mustafa's one.
Mustafa's
Yeah,
one.
I think Mustafa.
And then Mustafa, you win. You win.
Thank you.
Useful for
That's-
society.
So it's 1-1 for you now.
Market potential is the next one. So for market potential,
Mustafa's one is the most accessible for everybody to use. So that's why.
sustainability.
I think it's definitely Leon's product.
I think not the discussion about it. I think that Leon products are the best of sustainability.
Yeah, I have to agree with the discussion we just had. I have to agree with them. I think your product is the most sustainable of all of us.
Okay. It's fine. Then we have like state of the art technology. I think we kind of agreed already during the discussion that mine was the most like had the most state of the art technology.
Yeah, I have to agree with that. Then Leon also wins state of the art technology. Now we have a stalemate because Mustafa has 2 votes and Leon has 2 votes. Mustafa wins on usefulness of society and market potential, and Leon wins on sustainability and state of the art technology. So now we have to discuss which of these 2 products are the most innovative. If you had to
And my product.
if you had to choose between your product or Leon's product, not look at criteria, but which product is the most innovative.
Most
If
innovative,
you just look at innovation,
that's product of Leon.
I have to agree with that.
Because it's just on a massive scale. It's
Yeah.
kind of insane to land a rocket, to be
Yeah.
honest. So yeah, I guess that's settled then.
Yeah, I think we can easily say that Leon is the most innovative product of our 4 products. I think everybody agrees with that.
Yes,
Alright, well done, Leon.
you're the winner.
For your award ceremony, we have to choose a location. So if there are any ideas,
I think
So-
stadium from Club Feyenoord. It's a nice location.
why?
We all come, well, I come from Rotterdam, and it's a nice club, and it's have many loads of seats, and
So-
it's a nice location.
You're right. It fits a lot of people, and we don't know how many people are coming to the award ceremony.
Yeah.
So better have more seats left than not enough seats for everybody.
I think it might be a bit too big to have a whole stadium.
Yeah.
So
I think Rotterdam Ahoy.
yeah, you can because you can scale up if you know how many people are there, so you can just
Yeah.
get an extra hall. People, you can
And you have a roof.
and you have a
above
roof.
all.
And it's probably less expensive than.
Then
The
having a whole
stadium,
that's
stadium.
true.
Yeah,
You can also do the Euromast. So the
it's a little bit too small.
it's but that's
Yeah,
just a bit
small.
too small.
In my
so-
opinion, it's too small.
And we want it close, so I guess Ahoy probably the best.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think easy choice for that one.
And you can
Always
get there easily by public transportation.
That's true.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think we have also a winner for that one, Ahoy Stadium. Alright, then we'll have the ceremony there. Let's go back to the agenda. We have done the meeting objectives, those are finished. Are there any other business that we have to discuss about?
No.
Any
No.
questions, disagreements?
No,
Nothing?
No.
we all discussed it, I think.
Alright, then I want to thank everybody for coming for today, and thank you for your input. And that's it, meeting done.